Hello, I'm Cordiner, founder of the Efficacy Effect movement. Efficacy is all about creating for yourself desired results, for you, for your business, or helping other people create the desired results for their lives. In this short video, I'm going to share with you a theory that I believe is really part of the core beginning of how we could experience a string of positive or negative life experiences. Hello, I'm Cordiner, and this is my video blog on life scripts. Now, have you ever felt like there's something missing in your life? There's something not quite right. There's some piece of the puzzle that's just missing. Your answer to this could be your life script. Now, in the early 1900s, a psychologist, Eric Berne, came up with a concept called life scripts, which can explain why some of us find our way following a pathway of life choices and experiences, or indeed ones that we've avoided, purely because of the script that we're following. Now, by the time we're 10 years old, we have already decided exactly what kind of life we should have. We will have a very clearly defined set of beliefs about things like whether we'll have a job, whether we'll get married, whether we'll have no job, whether we'll save the world, whether we'll fight the world, all because of the kind of things that we heard and experienced in our younger childhood ages. Whatever script we have will determine the life that we experience, and more importantly, whether we want that experience or not. The problem with this script is that it's almost completely subconscious to you. You have no idea that you're actually following your life through as if you're an actor in a play, instead of an autonomous human being living a life that you've chosen to live with the outcomes that you actually want. Now, the other problem about this concept, or the life scripts, is that it wasn't written by you. Your life scripts were written by your primary caregivers that you had in your life up until you were 10 years old. They were written by the way that they spoke to you, encouraged you, put you down, compared you to others, by the way they told you what you can and can't have, what kind of expectations you should have in your life, what kind of identity and role that you have and play in society. If they encouraged you and told you what a good boy or girl you are, you were likely to have had much more positive experiences and taken on more opportunities in your life. If you were often put down and compared to others negatively, you may have grown up having more negative experiences in your life. So obviously this can have positive or negative effects. Now, to give you an example, I'd like to give you a very stereotypical situation. So I'd like you to imagine a young girl who grew up in suburbia, in a very typical middle class family. She had 2 to 3 bedroom house, mum and dad are married, they have professional jobs, they work 9 to 5. According to the theory of life scripts, by the time this girl is 10 years old, she will have a very clear set of beliefs that in order to have a proper life, that she should go to school, go to college, go to university, get a job or a career that's 9 to 5, find a man, get married, buy a house in suburbia, and ultimately have children of her own. Now, obviously, this is a very stereotypical example, but I wanted to make it clear how this works. Now, if this particular young lady's life deviated from that particular script, whether she realizes she's living it or not, she will actually be very, very discontent. For some reason, she'll feel like something's missing because she's not following through with what her subconscious mind believes she should be doing. And subconsciously, she will be comparing her current existence to the one she thinks subconsciously she should be having. Now, if this script was actually aligned to what she wants, to what she really, really wanted as a human being, not what the script says, then she would be very happy, she would be very content, and she would be less likely to experience any kind of mental health or stress in her future. Now, I want to give you a couple of examples of the kind of things that could have been said to this young girl in her childhood for this script to have been embedded into her subconscious. You must do well at school and get a job. The bills don't pay themselves. When you get married, you'll have a house of your own like this one day. If you don't do well at school and get a good job, nobody will want to marry you. Do you want to end up as a garbage collector? Get your head out of the clouds. Fame and fortune is not for people like us. Get a proper job and work hard for a living. It's the only way you'll afford a house of your own one day. Now, if this young girl truly wanted the experiences of her life script, as I said, she'd be happy and content psychologically, emotionally, and she would be a generally happy person. If, however, she plays out the script exactly as it's written, but she actually wants something else, if she inside wants something more or different from her life, but she doesn't figure that out, she's actually going to be feeling very, very dissatisfied. So before this gets far too doomy and gloomy, here's a couple of things I'd like you to do to work out whether you're living the life script that you want or whether you're playing out the life script that's been set for you by your primary caregivers. So I have 3 questions. Now you may want to write these down and answer them after we've watched this video, or you can pause the video now. So what kind of life did you have in your childhood? What was normal and what was not normal? What were your surroundings? What was okay and average for us to do? What did other people do? Who were them? Who were the others that didn't belong to your society? Just think about that first of all. Question number 2. What phrases or statements do you recall your close family members and your caregivers saying to you? What things do you remember them saying or encouraging you or putting you down for? Write those things down and think of as many as you can, perhaps over a few days with different modes, because there will be some positives and there will be some negatives. But the more you can write down, the better picture you're going to paint of what's in that life script for you. And thirdly, the most important question. Once you've figured out what was normal and not normal in your childhood and your family, and you've worked out what kind of things were said to you, were put into your head based on your caregivers' expectations of right and wrong and expectations of what a good life should be, I then want you to ask yourself, is that actually what you want? Or is it what they want? If it is what you really, really want, then congratulations, because you are living a script that's going to leave you content and very, very happy. You have a destiny that's going to satisfy you and fulfill you. If what you've got down in front of you is not what you want, then first of all you need to recognise that they are not your thoughts and opinions. They are those that were instilled upon you by others. And then the best bit about this concept is that, like any play, like any movie, like any book, like any text, if the director's unhappy with it, it can be deleted and it can be rewritten. So think about what you do want and rewrite your life script so that you can create for yourself the outcomes that you desire. This is the Efficacy Effect. I'm Cordiner. Thank you.